Hi, Michael Fry, President and CEO of Deepwater Subsea. In this episode of The Daily Grind, I'm talking about the top 5 mistakes that supervisors are making today and why if you don't fix them, you're going to find yourself on an island pretty quick. Let's get into the show. So number 1, not seeing the big picture. A lot of supervisors today in all industries don't see the big picture of what's really taking place for their department. They have no planning. They just show up and they go through the motions. What they've basically done is turned into a first and the 15th type of person. They don't see where the company is going. They don't understand what the department has to be doing. They don't understand what their people have to be doing. So what they do is they show up, they get their newspaper or their iPad or whatever medium that they read, and they go and they sit in their office with their cup of coffee and they sit there and they wait until somebody comes to them. Now they might have their morning meetings. They might go through and get the workload from their senior supervisors. But then they go back and they just go through the motions day after day after day. It's like Groundhog's Day. It's like deja vu each and every day. So for me, the first thing that supervisors aren't doing very good today is they're not planning for the big picture. All right, number 2, the second thing that a lot of supervisors are failing at today is they're not communicating the goals and the mission of the company. And what I mean by that is when I was in corporate America, there were a lot of meetings that would take place. And then the supervisors would come down and we'd get together as a group. And it's like, all right, what are we doing? I don't really know what we're doing. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing. And what that ends up happening is it creates this cancer within the department. Because if the workers, the employees don't truly know what the vision of the company is, they start getting frustrated. Why are we doing this? What's the purpose of this? I don't understand. And then as that grows and grows and grows, what you find is that your employees will start looking in a different direction. I have no idea what's going on here. I don't feel like I'm a valued resource. And so what they do, they start looking for jobs. They start surfing the net. They're on LinkedIn. They're on, Monster, whatever job site is out there today. By not communicating the mission of the company, not only weekly, daily, sometimes quarterly, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, you're losing touch with your employees and the people who work for you. So that's the number 2 thing. Communicate each and every day. Deepwater Subsea, we believe in transparency. The reason for that is because I don't want my employees to wonder what's going on. I want them to know what's going on. If we have challenges that we're facing, I want them to understand that. That way, when I make a decision, they know why I'm making that decision. Now, do I need their approval for it? Absolutely not. But what's important is that they know the direction that the company is going, and that way they can embrace it and be supportive of that goal and that mission. Number 3, the number 3 problem that supervisors have today, the number 3 issue, they're not focused on their people. If I don't truly engage my workers, my peers, my subordinates, the people who report to me each and every day, what you come to find out is you feel like you're just a number. You don't feel like a valued asset to the team. Supervisors today, whether they're overwhelmed with the workload or they just aren't a people person, they start losing the people that are working for them. And so for me, number 3 is you have to engage with your people each and every day. Go sit down and just have a discussion with them. Talk to them, see what's going on with their family, how's everything at work, where they want to go in their development, what's their career goals. Sometimes that career goal might be, hey, I want to be the CEO. That's never going to happen. What else would you like to do? But if you're not engaging your employees each and every day, they're going to start to drift. As I mentioned in the last one, if you're not communicating with them, they're going to start going in a different direction. They're not going to feel valued. So if you're a supervisor and have people working for you, engage them each and every day. Take 5 minutes and just walk the hallways and have a BS session with them. See how their weekend was. See what their status is on their workload, anything that you can help them with. You'll find that they're going to respect you a lot more because you're someone who's approachable instead of someone who just locks themselves in an office and pushes people away. Number 4, the number 4 mistake or number 4 issue that a lot of supervisors today are making, you've lost motivation yourself. You're frustrated. You're in a down industry, oil and gas, for example. You don't know what tomorrow holds, and you've lost your motivation. You're not answering your emails in the afternoon. You're not answering telephone calls. You just show up, and what you found is you're now what we call in the military is bell tapping. You're waiting to the last moment to get to work. If work hours at 8 o'clock, you used to show up at 6, 6:30. Now you're 7, 7:30, 8 o'clock. And as soon as that 4 o'clock bell hits, boom, you're gone, you're off, and yeah, I'm done. I've finished this. You've lost your motivation. Unfortunately for supervisors, when you lose your own motivation, your peers and your subordinates will see that very quickly. So what you need to do is As I've mentioned some other daily grinds, you need to take a moment and really reflect on what it was that used to motivate you and try to get that swagger back, try to get that mojo back and figure that out. Because if you don't do that very quickly, your people are going to disappear from underneath you, and then you're going to be left holding the bag all by yourself. And number 5, kind of wrapping this daily grind up, the 5th thing that supervisors are doing wrong today in any industry is they've turned it into strictly business. I don't care about you. I don't care about your family. I don't care about anything else that's going on but what we're doing here right now today. When you turn into that supervisor, your people are going to be pissed off. I don't have any time for you. They won't back you. They won't support you. You're going to be left on an island all by yourself. And what you're going to find is there's basically a mutiny that's taken place because you've turned in your relationships and you've taken the business over them. As a supervisor, you're only as strong as the people who work for you. And a lot of people miss out on that. They think it's about the me instead of the we. And what you're going to find out is we is what you're going to be saying as you're packing your bags going down the street. So that's the top 5 things that supervisors are doing wrong today, kind of changing this daily grind up and giving you guys something to think about. If you're a supervisor or you want to be a supervisor, think about these 5 things. Address these 5 things. Look in the mirror and say, hey, can I do these 5 things? And am I having an issue with my employees? If you are, start addressing them and start fixing it as quickly as possible. Something to think about.